England have gone ahead to qualify for the Euros 2024 that are going to be held in Germany after getting a comfortable win against a team known as Italy. England 3, Italy 1. The game has been played at Wembley, and guess who has been on the score sheet? It has been Marcus Rashford scoring 1 and Harry Kane scoring a brace. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. This is the match reaction, and we're here to bring you the latest news and information as far as all this is concerned. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, this game started off in a very unpleasant way for all English fans all over the world, because in the 15th minute, Gianluca Scamacca went ahead to put Italy ahead. That is it. He went ahead to put Italy ahead in the 15th minute, and he obviously saw himself put that goal, his goal past the goal line of England, and James Pickford couldn't obviously find himself into a position to save his national team. Then in the 32nd minute, it was a penalty after Jude Bellingham was brought down, and this is how Jude Bellingham was brought down on the night, and he obviously went ahead to really get England and put them ahead. That is Jude Bellingham for you. He was brought down by an Italian player, and this penalty was checked in there for you, and it was a foul. Then Harry Kane took that penalty into the back of the net. That was in the 32nd minute. But in the build-up of that goal, it's a very beautiful pass that was played to Jude Bellingham by Declan Rice. And Jude Bellingham makes a very huge turn, and that turn saw him obviously break into the D of the 18th box area of Italy. Then there is the way they obviously had to interchange passes with Harry Kane, and Jude Bellingham went ahead to make a very good breakthrough, and he was going to face the goalkeeper, and he was brought down by sorry about it, and he was brought down by an Italian player, and the referee pointed into the spot, and Harry Kane made it count. Then later in the second half, Jude Bellingham got hold of the ball after Phil Foden pressed that final, I think it was it Gianluca Scamacca? He pressed him very well and obviously got the ball off him. After getting the ball off him, he really released Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham played a very beautiful pass to Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford took his time, and obviously he had lots of options. There was Harry Kane, there was Jude Bellingham, there was Phil Foden, and guess what? He hit it with his solo effort, and it counted in the 57th minute to make it 2-0 in favor of England. 2-1 in favor of England. And in the 77th minute, I think the defender, was it Castegane? Found himself losing that ball. Was it Bastoni? I think it was Bastoni losing that ball in the final third of the pitch to Harry Kane, and Harry Kane capitalized onto that, made a very beautiful run, and he faced the goalkeeper, that is Donnarumma, and he obviously made that ball go past him, and it went to the back of them to make it 3-1 for the side of England. But England had a very beautiful display today, but I want to obviously give kudos to the best player on the pitch today. That was Jude Bellingham. When you look at how he was going to hit to control that game, first goal, second goal, all the assists go to him. You know, sometimes people look at people like him and not give them their flowers, but I think he deserves his flowers. He deserves his flowers because of what he has gonna hate to do for the team of England, and he has gonna hate to do loads of things that have gonna hate to trend in this beautiful game of football. And I'd like to obviously alert all England fans all over the world that you've finally gotten a player who can compete for the Ballon d'Or. That is it. Jude Bellingham is a Ballon d'Or material. When you look at the way he plays for Real Madrid also, he has gonna hate to score 8 league goals there. It is really, I think, 8 goals in his season at Real Madrid. He's really doing lots and lots of wonders, and all the wonders that he's doing are obviously causing a lot of chaos into the opponent side. Jude Bellingham, he's a jam. He's a talent to reckon with, and if at all you feel like you are not okay with him, then you are going to suffer a lot, because he's going to penalize very many teams. And to remind you, he's just 19-20. That is it. He has not yet made, I think, even 20 years of age. He's 19. That is Jude Bellingham for you, and he's ready to obviously take the world to the next level. And let's talk a little bit about the stats and how this game of football really transpired down at the Wembley Stadium, where England qualified for the Euros. Now, the stats were as follows. England had 9 shots, Italy had 15. England had 6 shots on target, and Italy had 4 shots on target. 51%. 51 ball possession by England and 49% ball possession by Italy. 508 passes completed by England and 496 passes completed by Italy. 88% passing accuracy by England, 85% passing accuracy by Italy. 8 fouls by England and 15 fouls by Italy. 1 yellow card to Italy and 1 yellow card to England. That was going in to the man himself. And Calvin Phillips, I'm going to discuss a little bit about him. And 15 foul, 3 yellow cards to Italy, 0 red cards to both sides, 0 offsides to England and 1 to Italy, 2 corners to England and 2 corners to Italy. When you look at the table and how it is obviously looking like, after England has gone ahead to play its 6th game of the season, its 6th game here, they England has played 6 games. They're having 16 points. They've gone ahead to win 5 and drawn 1. Ukraine has gone ahead to play 7. They've gone ahead to win 4, draw 1 and lose 2. They're having 13 points. Italy is having 6 games with 10 points. North Macedonia, 6 games played and 7 points. And Malta, 7 games played with 0 points. Meaning that England is left with a game, I think, to play. I think they're going to play North Macedonia and Malta, meaning that they might obviously get more 6 points to put them to that level of really getting 22 points this season. So that is it coming in from England. But there are things I want to talk about. Calvin Phillips, how did he really find himself not conceding what we call a second yellow card, to obviously be sent off the field of play with that foul he made onto Barella? This was a yellow card. This was a yellow card, but the referee was really so much lenient and obviously never gave him a second yellow card to really send him off the field of play. And he got the first yellow card early. I think before the 20th minute, he had gotten himself in the referee's book, but he continued to do other 2 fouls before he went in for that one on Nico Barella. And after doing that foul and surviving a yellow card or a straight red card, the England national team manager got him off the field of play and brought in Hendo. That is Jordan Henderson. But my big question is, why would you obviously risk a team like England by playing Calvin Phillips, a man who doesn't get enough playing time at his club, that is Man City? I'm not saying that Calvin Phillips is not a good player. Calvin Phillips is a fantastic player that I obviously love to watch every time, and he's a player that has gone ahead to catch the eyes of many who were rejected to join teams like Manchester United and went to Manchester City because of the history that Man United has in between them and Leeds. Because he's a talent, he's a born and bred talent of Leeds, and he's obviously one of those that believes in not playing for Manchester United. But I believe he's a very good player. But today, it has gone ahead to show you that he is really rusty. Good, but rusty. And you saw to it that he arrived late in most of the occasions, and he found himself in a position of not really offering the best that midfield really called in for. Because Italy had a very weak midfield. You know, they never had Sandro Tonali. They never had Jorginho, you know. So it shows you that if I thought they had Tonali and Jorginho, it would have gone ahead to be a different battle altogether. And how would Calvin Phillips look? Because Jorginho is one of the most experienced players in the team of Italy, and Sandro Tonali is one of the best midfielders I've seen in the world. So if they had them on that field of play, it would have been a different kind of football altogether, because they would have gone ahead to be having Barella, Jorginho, and Tinali. That midfield alone just goes ahead to obviously create a lot of chemistry into that midfield and obviously make it hard for the likes of Declan Rice to operate and Calvin Phillips. So to me, I think if I'm Calvin Phillips, I would be pushing to obviously leave Man City in the January transfer window, if not on a permanent basis, a loan to a team that is obviously going to see him play lots of games, because he's a talented player. I tell you, Calvin Phillips is a talented player that every team can obviously field, but Pep Guardiola has gone ahead to fell out with him because he calls him fat. That is it. Italy also missed another player known as Federico Chiesa, right? Chiesa was really one of those players that missed a lot, because Chiesa would have gone ahead to create problems, especially in the final third. You know, England was playing a high line, and Chiesa would have gone ahead to obviously capitalize on that high line, because Harry Maguire was really a weak point for them to beat, because he was being played onto the left back alongside. He was being played onto the left side of the central defense alongside Kylian Trippier as the left back, meaning that Chiesa would have gone ahead to obviously try to twist left, right, and center and obviously cook out something, because he's really a very good player. And Figilio, forgotten the name, was also out of that game of football, and it shows you that Italy are back to square one, and Spalletti is not yet to serve them. Get this, because if you get a lead against England, it's all about going to the basics of Italy. It's what we call the catenaccio, close that central defense, make it watertight, make it hard for England to obviously do the needful. But you look at the goals that Italy have gone ahead to concede against England, having led for the first 32 minutes, all those goals as a result of them not playing a high line. Not playing a low block. If they played a low block and really had bodies thrown into the central axis of the midfield, they would have gone ahead to make it hard for them to penetrate them. But they never really played that. They were so open, and that is what England really likes a lot, because the likes of Marcus Rashford will operate onto that. You play a high line, they beat through your press, you are done. And you saw it in the second goal that when they beat through the press, Italy was there. They never had fast central defenders, and Marcus Rashford looked like he was on holiday. But for me, as a United fan, it really excites me for Marcus Rashford to get a goal like that, because it's building his confidence. Maybe on Saturday, as we take on Sheffield, late night, he will be really ready to take us to the levels we deserve to be as a club of Manchester United. That is Marcus Rashford for you. For Harry Kane, obviously, he has gone ahead to become the best player to score goals at Wembley. That is for the England national team. I think he has taken his tally to 23 or 24 tonight, and that is Harry Kane for you. So it's really good to see to it that England is through, and we wait to see which other teams obviously going to join them. But my man of the match to me, it's not Harry Kane, it's Jude Bellingham, because people look at goals, but when you look at the game that Bellingham has brought to the side of Italy, it has been really, 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 really top notch. And this guy is world class. He's performing at Real Madrid, England national team, and the way they've gone ahead to obviously change and obviously play him into the central attacking midfield area, that obviously gives him a lot of space to obviously operate. He's energetic, he's really tall, and he's talented. This guy is the next big thing to obviously reckon with. And I think he's a player that Real Madrid are going to sell, and is going to get them what we call a huge resale value. Other qualifiers, Denmark went ahead to obviously beat San Marino by 2-0. Rasmus Højlund has been on target. Ukraine has beaten Malta by 3-1. I've seen Mykhailo Modric obviously hitting the target, and he scored the third goal. It looks like he's coming good. Lithuania 2, Hungary 2, Slovenia 1, Northern Ireland 0. That is it. And those are the games that have gone ahead to sum up the international break for the England side. But South America, Very many games are going to be played today. Brazil is obviously taking on Uruguay. That is it. And Brazil is taking on Uruguay. Peru is hosting Argentina. Ecuador is playing Colombia. Paraguay is playing Bolivia. Then we're having Venezuela, Chile. It has gone ahead to start right now. It's still 0-0. So those are the remaining games that are going to be played. In Africa, very many friendlies are going ahead to be played. And we've seen teams like Uganda. Let me see. How did Uganda Cranes perform? Uganda Cranes. Uganda Cranes. Because we've been playing, we played Zambia. We played Zambia, and Zambia beat Uganda Cranes by 3-0. You get 3-0 in Dubai. This friendly was played that side. It shows you how much my national team has gone ahead drop in levels, and Zambia have gone ahead to beat us. Patson Daka scored a penalty in the 50th minute, again in the 69th minute, meaning he scored a brace, and Fason Sakala in the 65th minute to obviously see to it that Uganda swallowed 3-0 down in Dubai. So that's it for now. Hope you guys are really having a fantastic stay where you are. I sign out for now. See you later. Your reactions to all the match results are welcome in the comment section below. And who do you think was the man of the match? Harry Kane, Bellingham, Marcus Rashford. Italy has a lot to do to win all its 2 games, and they have to pray to it that when they meet Ukraine, they beat it hands down. I'm out.